Hi guys, welcome back. You are watching Philosophy with Kerry. There is an intense thunderstorm going on right now, and I'm not sure if you guys will hear it throughout this video, but if you do, it's pretty epic. So today's video is going to be a bit different. It's going to be a just pretty much chatty video. I just wanted to chat about a few subjects that I think are quite important and should be spoke about. So the first subject I want to touch base on is being spiritually misunderstood. As most of you have probably come to gather, I am a pretty spiritual gal. I always have been pretty spiritual. I remember going to a shop when I was younger in England with my nana, and we would go on holiday and there would be all these arcades and stuff, mainly to Whitby or Scarborough, and yeah, I remember we saw these crystals, and they were only these tiny little plastic crystals that you would, you know, buy to decorate plant pots or something like that. But anyway, I fell in love with them and thought that they were real crystals, and I was like, they're selling real crystals in here, oh my gosh. And I believed wholeheartedly that these were real crystals that I was buying, and I made my nana buy me them. Being a spiritual person comes with its pros and cons. The plus side is that you are able to see through life's illusions, and you gain a whole new sense of worth, I guess. You come to develop an understanding that you are a soul and not just the vessel that you are born into. You realize that you are a soul having a human experience and not the other way around. It's important to note that one of the main reasons you may be spiritually misunderstood is that the people who do not understand you's soul levels may be on a different level to your own. And by that I mean that you may be more in touch with your past lives than the other person who is judging you. And by being more in touch with your past lives, you embrace more of the essence of your soul. It seems to be a test amongst spiritual-minded people that they will always encounter people who judge them or maybe slander their beliefs, or some kind of way they will be made to feel insane or silly in some kind of way. Quite often this is by people who you respect. As soon as someone who you think highly of disagrees with something that you feel passionately about, it can affect your whole view on the thing that you were passionate about in the first place. And this seems to happen quite a lot for people who are spiritual in nature, purely misunderstood. But every human is supposed to be a different form. We are all supposed to be different, and we are all supposed to question things and not all ask the same questions. And so what if your questions seem absurd to the next person? If you feel passionately about something, you should pursue it. A person who is more in touch with their past lives is going to be more spiritually smart. They are going to be more aware that they are a soul, and they are going to be more aware of the eternal universe that surrounds them. How we choose our reality. We literally choose the paths we take, but there are always greater forces in play. By this I mean that if you go into the day thinking that you are going to have a bad day, then the chances are that you will. And if you go into a day thinking that it's going to be great, then chances are it will probably be an okay day, if not a great day. The reason for this is that you have manifested what you wanted. So by thinking that the day is going to be bad, it started off bad, so the whole day is going to be bad. By setting that intention, you have already decided that it's going to be negative. This has all been proven in new studies. And this gets us onto the next subject, which is positivity. Positivity can be the medicine that gets you through life, or it can be the destruction if you are wearing it as a fake mask. Being positive is what we all really want to aim for. We all want to live a positive life. But the only way to do that is to view things positively. That means that if you are unhappy, then you either need to change it or change the way that you are thinking about certain things. Perhaps by trying to see the good in things instead. Being positive in a negative world. It's important to have days where you're not fully positive, just as it's important to have days where you are positive. In today's world, it's quite hard to be positive. There's always so much going on, and a lot of people are quite down. But if you are constantly thinking negative thoughts, then your day will probably end up negative. As you are focusing on the avenues that are negative and not the ones that are positive, you will mostly steer in that direction. There are always positives that can be found, whether it is self-growth or a part of your life story that has made you stronger. Nobody gets through life without a story, and everybody has their own tale to share. That's why it's also important to be kind to the world around you. Life is full of balance, and it will always give you good situations as well as the bad ones. But if you are only focusing on the negative, you may miss the good ones when they come. Don't give up on the mystery. Don't stop asking questions. People are often ridiculed for defending themselves. In today's day and age, you need to be able to defend yourself and to fight for your beliefs. And it's always better to try and get your opinion out there or to fight for your belief than not to. Human beings are the most complex species of Earth, and every human is equally as magnificent. In high school, I kind of lost touch with my spirituality. I followed the crowds and just wanted to be my own person who was, I guess, seen, and didn't start gaining it back until the later teen years. And then into my 20s is when I really peaked in spirituality. Started to delve into tarot and pendulums and everything, really. Meditation is really important. I have always said, how do you know yourself if you don't listen to yourself? And the voice within is often your soul speaking. And so it's very important to listen. In meditation, I reconnected with my soul, and I started to regain my spiritual abilities. And I kind of just fell down the rabbit hole from there. Eventually, you stop worrying too much about what people think about you. You start to understand that it's not really even their fault that they are thinking these things. They may just be part of your destiny, and their criticism may just be something that you are supposed to hear. Either that, or they may not just be on that kind of soul level that you are on. So there's no point in worrying too much about what other people think about you. All that's really important is that you hold and maintain respect for yourself. Criticism can be a tool for growth. The greatest minds that ever was were very judged and discriminated. Balance is so important. You need to keep balance within yourself. So you need to let yourself have treats as well as be strict with yourself. Balance is important even in the foods we eat. The best way to maintain a healthy diet is have it balanced with alkaline and acidic foods. I tend to think that mythology is real history that just stems back further than we can record. Well, for the most part. It's so important that you don't give up on the mystery of life, as it is out there, and there is so much more to life than we can even imagine. Nobody has ever or will ever know everything, and meditation gives you the best answers. With my religion, I tend to not really follow a certain religion, although if I were to class myself in a religion, I would probably class myself as an omnist. Omnism is basically the religion of being open-minded. It is being open to every religion and choosing the parts that best suit you. So you will view other religions and have an open mind to them and choose what parts you believe to be true, if there is any. But you do not need to clasp onto the whole religion and become part of that religion to believe in certain parts of it. Make time for 4 things: drinking lemon water, joy, meditation, and benefiting the world in some kind of way. You are probably a really great creator if you dare to create. So stay open-minded, keep asking the big questions, enjoy life, and always search for the positives. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video.